So today we're touching on a topic that I've talked about for a few years on my channel here, which is bench testing these high voltage amplifiers. If you're following me, you know that these will take in up to 440 volts DC in, and I currently use my electric vehicle traction battery to feed in 400 volts DC. I also have video on the architectures of these, which talks about why they're very different than your standard 12 volt amplifier in a car audio. The rated total maximum output of these at 440 volts is 192,000 watts theoretical. Now we all know we're not going to get that. However, I do believe that these put out a tremendous amount of power. I have videos of these running, a single one, not this one, but the old 112,000 watt unit, which is rated about 40% less than this one is, was able to power my 6 12-inch FI Audio SP4V2 subs to their absolute maximum, and I had the gain at maybe 25%. If you were to ask me why didn't I set the gain properly, it's because my oscilloscope does not go up to the voltage these things output. So I had to do my best to find a clean voltage level and limit both the gain and the volume. This user is asking why I don't use the SMD amp dyno to bench test these amplifiers. So Steve Mid Designs, DMR Engineering came up with this amp dyno over 10 years ago. I believe it was 2011. It's an amazing unit. Wilson Audio Labs and others that are really well known in car audio have YouTube channels, and they use this unit to bench test different amplifiers. This is a pretty expensive unit. I think, again, it's worth it for the technology. However, here's my issue. The unit is rated for 20,000 watts at 1 ohm 2 channels, or 40,000 watts single channel at 0.5 ohms. Now if we go to the Force Extreme manual, which is the amplifiers I'm running, at only 30 batteries, which is about 360 volts, so it's even below where I read it. At half an ohm single channel, we'd be putting out theoretical 130,000 watts. Now, I'm not in a position where I could throw $4,000 at something and then potentially blow it just because I want to see whether or not it could do the rated numbers. Here's what I will do, because I have talked about wanting to do my best to show the power of these amplifiers. If you're following me, you know that this weekend on Saturday, I'm picking up 4 of these DD Audio Z4 15-inch subwoofers. They're American-made Neo motors. They're supposed to handle up to 15,000 watts if you provide extremely clean power. They're rated at 12,000 watts. My hope is to be able to output at least 30,000 watts an amplifier, running everything in parallel for these subs, if they could take it. Now, if you guys follow me, you know I do a lot of videos. I will be doing a top to bottom review of the subwoofer. I will be clamping it. I'll be showing the voltage. I'll be doing everything I can to provide information to my viewers. I ordered these last year in August, I believe. So it's been over half a year that I've been waiting for these very eagerly. I will be dropping them in, and I'll be at my first show on March 4th in Riverside. So come on out to Autotech Engineering if you're interested in hearing the build live. Otherwise, stay tuned for a ton of videos as I break these down and do my best to use an ammeter, voltmeter, and do a traditional clamp on the output of these amplifiers, which is the best I could do. Again, I don't have $4,000 to throw at proper equipment that I may blow, knowing that a single amplifier is rated well above what the bench tester is rated for. If you're wondering, yes, I've reached out to popular YouTubers like Wilson Audio Labs, asking whether or not they're gonna ever dyno one of these. No immediate plans.